I'm Igor Kayfetz, and this is The List Building Lifestyle, the podcast for anyone who wants to build a wildly profitable email list working from home. If you'd like to make six figures, travel the world, and help people improve their lives in the process, this podcast is for you. I also invite you to claim a free copy of my best-selling book, The List Building Lifestyle: Confessions of an Email Millionaire, at igorsbook.com. Get the free book plus $3,000 bonus package that includes my best capture page templates, email swipe files, and traffic blueprints. Visit www.igorsbook.com for details. And now, it's time to claim your list building lifestyle. Welcome back to the List Building Lifestyle. I'm your host, Igor Kayfetz. At the start of the pandemic, Shannon Smith was forced into a brand new life. She had to walk away from her waiting job, and she decided that she wanted to travel the world and make money online. And as a result, she goes into the fitness business where she starts selling 90-day plans with some additional Zoom coaching calls and sessions. And her dream is to be able to make enough money so she could travel, do what she loves, and at the same time help people and be free. This is the ultimate dream for every online entrepreneur, a dream so familiar, a dream we've all dreamed at one or another point in our lives. However, it's easier said than done because Shannon runs into a massive challenge. Her fitness business isn't producing the profits she wants, and she's burnt out. She doesn't know what to do. Now then she stumbles into an online video that teaches her about affiliate marketing, and she decides to throw herself into this brand new business model while still trying to survive on those COVID supplement checks. And as a result, just 1 year later, Shannon explodes and starts making over $8,000 in passive income from her affiliate marketing business with a surprising source of traffic: TikTok. And that's exactly why I invited Shannon Smith on the podcast to discuss how TikTok is becoming a force to be reckoned with and how it's becoming the go-to traffic platform for many of today's creators, and especially affiliate marketers who love getting paid recurring and passive commissions from the products and services they promote. So, Shannon Smith, welcome to the List Building Lifestyle.
Hi, Igor. Thank you so much for having me on today.
Yeah, it's my pleasure, because you don't see too many affiliate marketers talk openly about their TikTok strategy. And I do know quite a few people who run paid ads on TikTok, although with, up and down success, if you will. But I don't know too many people who are doing well organically. And so when I read your articles in CNBC's Make It, I was really curious to hear more about your tactics, your strategies, your overall approach. So before we begin, can you give us a quick insight into, what attracted you to affiliate marketing in the first place? What made you choose affiliate marketing versus all the other strategies?
Yeah, of course. So for me, I actually got into affiliate marketing on a whim. Like you had mentioned before, I was really just burnt out from my online fitness business. I needed another source of income. And so I was scrolling on my TikTok feed one day and affiliate marketing popped up from another affiliate promoting one of her products. And so the main thing that kind of reeled me in with that was her saying, I only have to work a few hours a day. I make largely passive income online. She gets all her traffic organically via TikTok. So once I heard that, I was like, okay, this almost sounds too good to be true. But I have nothing to lose right now. I know that my fitness business is not thriving and doing what it needs to be doing. I know that I need another form of income. So I might as well just try this out and see what happens with it. And then for me, it took off in, I want to say about 2 months. And so once the ball started rolling with that, it never really stopped. So yeah, that's kind of how I got into it. It was definitely on a whim, and I was not expecting it to get to the point where it is today. But it actually all worked out, which is crazy.
Now, is it true that your TikTok success, it sort of exploded as a result of just one video?
Yes. So I got very lucky in my first week on TikTok. I want to say it was like my 5th day of posting online. I had a video go super viral. I think it has like over 500,000 views now, still to this day. And it's still growing. And so once that happened, I want to say I gained like 20,000 followers overnight. By the next like week, I was at 40,000. So it really was the power of that one video that blew up my TikTok and blew up my business overnight.
Wow. I mean, what did it say?
It's always the TikToks that you don't expect to do well that do the best. So this was, I want to say, like a 15-second long tutorial on how to start affiliate marketing by going on ClickBank, finding a product to promote, and where to promote your affiliate link. So it was just a really quick and easy tutorial. And I think because it was so straightforward and so simple, that's why it blew up.
Right. So it wasn't a tutorial. You were actually telling people like do this, do that, or was it more like, you were telling them about what they should do, but not exactly how they should do it?
So I think with the TikTok videos, I always say the what without exactly the how. So that way I can then add them to my email list, add them to my offers, or introduce them to my offers, which will show them the how. So it's kind of a little bit of my marketing strategy. So I'll walk them through step by step what to do, but the implementation of all of it and the little like tips and tricks that you have to do, I don't include that in it.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, it's a strategy as old as time, really. I think I first heard about it from Dan Kennedy or Joe Polish, where they spoke about you needing to be very specific about what to do, but not exactly how to do it, because it's the how that will make people come to you and, perhaps buy something from you. Now, so what I find fascinating about your story is not the fact that it wasn't like premeditated, that you came in and you just started trying things out and something worked, which I think is how most people succeed. When people come out and they talk about their quote unquote system and how they got a blueprint and this, in reality, they do something initially that sort of works and they're like, oh, wow, this worked. Let me see if I can make it work again. Let me see if I can systematize it. I mean, for me, I've had an experience many, many times where I would try a strategy and it would work. And I would be like, can we really make it happen on purpose? Like, can we make it on purpose on an ongoing basis, right? And can we rely on this in a systematic way? Because not every technique, I would say, fits that description. But some do. And the ones that do, we always end up incorporating them into our strategy. So I think you did really well to not only try things out, but also to catch what worked and really continue to capitalize on it. Now, I also know, because you've shared about it many times, that you continue getting commissions and continue to make money from videos you've posted like months ago. Is that true?
Yes, absolutely. So I would say probably the videos that give me the most conversions and make me the most money are ones that I posted last September or October. So those videos are still the ones that have gone the most viral on my account. The numbers are still growing and I still get comments and likes on those videos every single day. So that's one of the other great things about TikTok is that having these viral videos from almost a year ago now at this point, TikTok just never stops pushing them out. And so people are still seeing them. They're still engaging with them, which is just blowing them up even more. So yeah, some of my videos posted quite a while ago are the ones that are giving me the most conversions still.
Wow, that's pretty crazy. I mean, think how different this is from Facebook these days, where almost nothing you post ends up being recycled or viewed by people months down the road.
Yeah, and I think that that's the beauty of TikTok and why it is such a good platform to grow on, because Facebook and Instagram only will show your posts to your friends or your followers. It doesn't really get pushed out to everybody. And TikTok, once you post a video, it pushes it out to the For You pages of everybody. And then if it's well received by people, it gets pushed out to more people and more people and more people. So with TikTok, it's really easy to kind of capitalize on that organic traffic, because if you learn the strategy to posting videos that are going to go viral, TikTok will push them out in front of millions and millions of eyes. So that way you can get that free traffic without having to follow a lot of people or engage with a ton of accounts, or have that big following like you typically do on other social media platforms.
Yeah, that's crazy. So kind of success begets more success, if you will. That's really interesting. I think that's the way it's supposed to be. Something that gets engagement should continue to get engagement because people obviously, like it. I see the same approach. Like this one website that I go to, it's been a habit since high school. It's called 9gag. Kind of like a website where a lot of European gamers love to go, So it's kind of the same thing where the posts that get upvoted a lot tend to stay up a lot, like for a really, really long time. So the posts about Johnny Depp's trial, for instance, they were up for months because people kept engaging them, upvoting them, commenting on them. And I think, again, that's how it should be. People have the right to vote for what they find to be engaging. Now, you mentioned you learn to monetize the traffic, which is the next step, I believe, for anyone who wants to make money with TikTok. And, we are, after all, the list building lifestyle. So, I'm curious, have you found a way to use TikTok to build an audience that you control, not necessarily the one that TikTok controls and can take away from you at any given moment?
Yes. So I actually kind of experienced it being taken away from me when my main TikTok page got shut down. And so I did get it back, but that was kind of a big wake up call that I do need to start kind of building my own like email lists and followings on other platforms. So that way, should my account with these large followings get taken down, I have a backup plan. So my main priority with TikTok is utilizing it to get people to sign up for my email list and to get people to go follow my Instagram or my Pinterest. So that way, should it happen again, I have a backup plan and I don't have to rely on a different platform where they're in control of my whole profile instead of me being in control of it. So with everybody on TikTok, I'm always directing people to go check out the link on my page so that way they can get signed up for my email list, and then they can go to my Instagram as well if they want to message me with more like personal one-on-one questions and actually chat. So one of my main kind of focuses with TikTok is definitely to build my lists and build my followings on other platforms, just so that way I'm never fully reliant on TikTok.
Yeah, we've all been there. Both those of us who do paid ads as well as the ones who do organic. We've all had things taken away from us. In fact, and this is really weird. My daughter got on TikTok a couple of days ago. She started doing these little TikTok videos, right? Especially around Stranger Things, which seems to be the hot show, within her little, preteen community. And so she posted like 20 different TikToks in the first day. And she got 2 account violations. And now it says that if she gets one more, her account will be permanently banned. To me, that was like, well, she's just a kid, posting stuff. Why would you go about banning her account? But these algorithms these days, I don't know, like, do you have a strategy or maybe a checklist of things that that you're not allowed to do, or that you should or shouldn't be doing to avoid getting suspended?
Yes. So for me, that's actually the same thing that happened to me. I got a lot of community guidelines violations. They ended up banning my account, which I did get back, but it's under still like heavy surveillance. Their algorithm is one of the craziest that I've ever seen. So for me personally, since my niche is how to make money online and I give different side hustle and business and financial tips online, I've kind of learned how to say what I need to say without like hitting the keywords. So for my kind of personal niche, like things that you definitely want to stay away from talking about are like profits or using the word money or like 5 figures, 6 figures, anything like that, like getting rich. So any of those like financial like trigger words they'll flag you for, or saying link in bio is another one that not a lot of people are aware of. If you try to direct people to check out the link in your bio or to leave TikTok, they'll flag you as well. So there's a lot of little things like that. that they're very sensitive towards. So I've learned to stay away from that, how to kind of say things in a different way so that way I won't get flagged for those specific things being said. But I guess it all depends on the niche that you're in, and what words they're kind of looking out for.
Yeah, I would imagine. And I find it interesting that these things don't seem to change from platform to platform. Almost every platform these days tries to limit what you can and cannot say. They will always like have trigger words or keywords that they will kind of send the dogs, unleash the dogs on you, so to speak, if you mention them. So it's always almost a balancing act between trying to get the right audience by saying all the right things your audience wants to hear, and at the same time, not triggering compliance, which, I mean, in my humble opinion, does get more complicated, more strict every year.
Oh, yeah, I agree for sure. And I think that the algorithm with TikTok, it can be very frustrating because 90% of it is automatic, and it's done by like the little TikTok robots in the background. So having your stuff getting flagged, I find for a lot of people, their videos are often flagged for reasons that aren't exactly correct. Like, for example, a lot of my videos get flagged because they say that I talk about illegal activities. And that's just because I talk about different side hustles. And so a lot of those get flagged saying that I'm talking about like illegal activities, and it's just the bots going through and flagging that content. And so if I appeal it, it always gets restored, and they say you didn't actually violate any guidelines now that a human's actually looked at it. But it could definitely be frustrating dealing with like the automatic algorithm flagging things and putting your account into bad standing when once you get that reviewed, they say, oh, just kidding, we made a mistake, it's actually fine.
Yeah, I think your video should be flagged for illegal activity because it's illegal to make money that easily, if you ask me.
That's true.
So let's shift the conversation a bit, and let's talk about monetization. So you said you do send people to your sales funnel. Is that something you do in every video? Is that something you do occasionally? Is that something you do very discreetly? Is it something like how do you do it, and what sort of sales funnel?
Yeah, so I always try to do it very discreetly. I always stick to indirect marketing instead of directly posting, being like, hey, buy my product, because nobody wants that. Nobody wants a product thrown in their face. So I always do my marketing very discreetly. I'll do it on maybe every other post or every like second other post that I do. And the way that I do it is I'll either do like a tutorial of affiliate marketing, or I'll talk about my experience, how I was just traveling and making money while I was sitting on the beach in Portugal, like something like that. And then at the end of the video, I'll just do a call to action and say, hey, if you're interested in learning the business that allows me to do XYZ, check out the free training on my page. So that way you can get started as well. So I always make it very discreet. I'll do like usually every other two posts, just because I know that people get sick of seeing offers all the time. So I like to keep it chill, keep it every so often. And then I direct them always to my one main sales funnel, and have them sign up for my email list there.
Right. So eventually it all leads back to the list, which is something I absolutely love. I mean, a lot of people talk about the list being a backup plan or wanting to build an alternative audience. But for me, the list is the be-all, end-all. I mean, almost every single traffic campaign or content campaign out there for me, the number one priority for me is to build a list. Whether I do it with a webinar or some kind of post, social media profile, a video on YouTube. I mean, everything always leads back to the list, because there's, at least for the time being, there's nothing better than having control over your own subscriber list, right? Not to mention that email seems to be the most profitable media. I mean, by consensus, widely accepted as email being the primary media as far as response rates. Now, I want to ask you a question. I think I'm not sure if it's too personal, and if it is, please feel free to kind of, draw a line in the sand and say, okay, we're not going to go there. But I was wondering what sort of percentages you're seeing as far as being able to take a TikTok follower and converting them into an email subscriber. I'm not even sure if you're tracking that.
Yeah, I don't really track it so often. I think that's something that I need to get better at doing, is really tracking my conversion rates and seeing what performs best. I will say on my TikTok, I want to say it's probably like a 1% conversion, 1 or 2% conversion, because I think I have about 16 to 18,000 people on my email list, and I have about 100,000 followers on my main TikTok.
Nice. Okay, well, that's still pretty impressive. I mean, that's way more than most people are able to brag about. And we don't know how the 1% compares to other TikTokers, but I would imagine it's pretty high. Because moving someone from that platform that like when TikTok strategically tries to prevent you from moving people away from TikTok, and you're still able to get 1%, I think, considering the numbers, that's a pretty impressive feat. And now kind of shifting attention away from TikTok for a sec, with your list, would you mind sharing some of the ways that you're managing your list? For example, how often do you mail, and what do you tend to promote?
So with my list, that is actually something that I have been working on improving, because I realized that is something that I haven't really been capitalizing on since I focused so much of my energy on my TikTok. And I have all these email subscribers, and I wouldn't say I have my email list optimized right now. So I would say right now I send them emails every day. And I go through all of my different offers. I probably have about 5 emails in every offer like series. So I have one major campaign that gets sent out when they sign up for my initial affiliate offer. And then I keep sending them offers every day of different affiliate programs in the same either make money online niche or the how to grow and monetize your TikTok niche.
Right. And from what I was able to gather, and correct me if I'm wrong, again, and if I'm over the line, just feel free to tell me, Igor, don't be nosy. But your primary income stream or your primary affiliate program seems to be Legendary Marketer.
Yes, that's correct.
Now, it's funny because we hosted Dave. I've known Dave for many, many years, and we hosted him on the show a few years back as well. I've actually seen the first, that program in its first lifetime. It was called Duplicate Dave. I don't know if you've if you remember that.
No, I don't.
Yeah, it was called Duplicate Dave, and he came out and he was like, right, so here's me making a lot of money and you guys can duplicate that. And so that was a great success, but then he rebranded into Legendary Marketer and it became more of a business-like. So as a result, a program came out of that, the business challenge, and that's where I see you sending most people from your TikTok channel.
Yep. That is correct. So I send them directly to the 15-day challenge. And then obviously with upsells, that is where a lot of your money is going to come from as an affiliate. So it's from the 15-day challenge and then the business builder challenge after that, which I took both myself. And that definitely led me to where I am today, because otherwise I would have been going in completely blind. So I'm like, I've tried it. It works for me. So that definitely is my main income source. And I think it's because I can back it so wholly, because I actually have tried it and I actually do really believe in it as a program. And I think that that's something that's really important for affiliate marketers as well.
Yeah, I really think most affiliate marketers kind of miss that. They sort of try to grab onto anything and everything, and that looks like it has high EPCs. They don't really bother. Some of them will ask for a review copy, but very few will actually go and buy it. Early on, I would go in and I would buy all the products that I would want to promote to see for myself, because I understood that having the belief, being able to really back up the product with my own credentials or testimonies, it made it just a lot more powerful as far as the promotion. And I find it. On one hand, I do find it fascinating. On the other hand, I don't find it surprising that Legendary Marketer is your primary income stream for 2 reasons. First, it's a great program. It actually it withstood the test of time. Dave is an incredible marketer, so he knows how to put together a high converting offer. And that's a big deal, by the way. People underestimate just how difficult that is to be able to put together a high converting offer like that. But there is, of course, the element of the 80-20 rule. Have you heard of the 80-20 rule?
No, I don't think I have.
Oh, really? Okay, so you're going to love this. So it's called the Pareto principle. Or the 80-20 rule. And that rule states that 80% of your income will result from 20% of the affiliate programs you're promoting. So in other words, if we do the math, it is probably safe to say that 80% of your income, or close to 80% of your income, is going to result from maybe one or two primary affiliate programs you're promoting.
Yeah, I would say right now that's definitely true for me. I think Legendary Marketer is at least 80%, if not higher than 80% of my income compared to all of the programs that I actively promote.
Yep. And like I said, it's a very common thing. If you study anyone's numbers, and I'm lucky enough to know a lot of people in the game, and they trust me enough to share their numbers with me, and I do the same with them. You see it all the time. For the most part, you see a lot of activity, but the income, the actual net income, usually comes from the 20% of the activities that they do. That's why you also see lots of gurus out there end up focusing on just one thing. That's why, quite a few years ago, I ended up realizing that list building is that one thing for me, and that 80% of my income, and today 94% of my income, if to be exact, actually results from an email or a list or something to do with the emails and the list that I've got. So it's just a very common thing that I see in the affiliate marketing space, and I think any affiliate who, like you, found that one thing that works for them, or found that one income stream that works for them, I think they're very lucky, because the opposite, when you have lots of different income streams that none seem to be producing for you, that's like the worst position you can be in, because then you feel like you're running around like a chicken with its head cut off. You're doing a lot, but you're really not making anything.
Oh, exactly. And so that's why something that I push heavily on my platform is find one program and master your marketing of that. And then if that's going well, keep promoting that, or kill that and move on to the next one, before trying to promote a whole bunch of different programs and having none of them work for you. Because speaking from experience with my online fitness business, when you're trying everything and nothing is working, it's super easy to get burnt out, to give up early on before you could even see that success. So yeah, I'm always telling people, don't try to dive in head first when you're first starting out. Like, take your time, find good products that are actually going to do the job. And once you master marketing those, you can add on more. Yeah.
Right. So we're almost out of time. But before I let you go, there's one more thing I want to chat about. I want to take a peek at the dark side of social media marketing, if you don't mind. And that is this. My experience as a social media influencer, my brief experience with that, which lasted about 18 months, it taught me one thing. And what I learned is that I had to constantly be posting, like all the time, like multiple times per day. And I found it to be very difficult. I burnt out real quick. I started feeling the pressure mounting anytime I wasn't holding my smartphone in my hand, writing a post or shooting a video. So I was wondering, what is that experience like for you? Do you find yourself having to post multiple times per day? Do you find that to be exciting, or maybe you do find it to be a bit challenging at this point? How do you combine it with wanting to travel and wanting to be, away from the computer for longer periods of time? So give us a glimpse into your experience as a social media influencer.
Yeah, for sure. So I find the same thing. I find that I get burnt out if I'm constantly having to be on my phone, creating content, trying to stay up to date with everything. So there's two kind of aspects of how I do it all. I delegate tasks, and then I batch everything. So for me, I knew that replying to comments, replying to emails, posting on my Instagram and responding to messages. That was taking up so much of my time, and that's what really gets me burnt out. So I have my assistant go through and respond to all of those questions and comments for me, and then I focus on just doing the front end, which is the content creation part of it. And so with the content creation, I realized as well that if I'm constantly having to be creating content every single day, editing it, posting it, I get really stressed out and really burnt out from it. Just because if you don't have your content already all set and ready to go for that day, it can be really stressful when in the moment you have to come up with an idea for content and then carry that through, record it, edit it, post it. So for me, I always batch my content. Usually on Mondays, I do my market research, see what's trending that week, what topics are being asked about, and then I'll create and edit all of my content for the week. So I always have like 20 drafts on my TikTok on my phone at any given time, just so that way I never get stressed out having to last minute figure out what to post or what to record.
No, yeah, I think that's really, really smart, especially having a pre-recorded batch of content that you can turn to at any given point if you don't feel like producing. But yeah, I think the batching technique is an overall one of the smartest techniques for a creator, whether it's a social media creator, somebody who writes email, somebody who produces copy or courses. I think pretty much the best way to go about producing a lot in a short span of time and kind of avoiding the feeling of burnout, avoiding the feeling like your workload is always mounting is to batch. Because I mean, I don't know if it is like for you, but for me, it takes like a while to get in the zone, right? So if it takes me 20 or 30 minutes to get in the zone to create something, then it only makes sense to continue to create for the next few hours and really pump out a lot of content, rather than trying to create another piece tomorrow, again, taking another 20 or 30 minutes to get in the zone and then pushing out like 10 minutes of content.
Yeah, no, I agree 100% with that. Because I think that when I do have my content batching days, I like mentally prepare myself for it. I know that I'm going to be filming all day long and I'm kind of like inspired. I am in the mood to be recording. And I definitely agree with some days I'm just not in the mood to record. And then that's when I get stressed out. If I'm uninspired, I don't know what to record, and I'm like having no content already set for me. So that's when I get stressed about it. So yeah, whenever I'm like in the mood, I'm in the zone to create content, I just capitalize on that and I will film for 3-4 hours and then edit everything.
Yeah, that's the way to do it. I think that's the way anyone with a massive following like yours, or with a massive content schedule, that's how you do it. I mean, sometimes I look at someone like Gary Vee and I forget that he can probably batch his recordings into a day or maybe 2 days out of a month and then spend the rest of the month running around New York City. So, Shannon, it was a great episode. I really appreciate you opening up your playbook. And I think we do have a few people who would love to learn more about you, maybe even work with you in some way, shape, or form. So where can we go to find out more about you and how we can work with you?
For sure. So you guys can check out my TikTok. My new account is ShanXXX And then my Instagram is HustleWShan, so Hustle is Shan. So feel free to give me a follow on TikTok and or Instagram, or message me on Instagram if you guys have any questions or if you want to work together in the future. All
right. So that's ShanXXX on TikTok. And you can also look up Shannon on Instagram if you want to send her a direct message. So, yeah, I think it was a great social media strategy episode. We don't have too many of these because I'm not a big fan of social media. But hey, there's no denying that TikTok is a force to be reckoned with. And now we're seeing more and more success stories, and we're seeing people like Shannon who are just literally becoming an overnight success, thanks to the whatever magic algorithm they got going on there that pushes content up the feed. So, Shannon, again, thank you so much. And before I leave you guys, I just want to say, please remember to build your list, because while TikTok, while the going is good on TikTok right now, There's no guarantee that it's going to be there a year, 2, 3, 5 down the road. And the only asset you can rely on day in and day out, no matter, if it's today, a year from now, or 5 years from now, is your email list. So while TikTok is amazing, and you should follow Shannon and try to model her strategies to push your own traffic and to your own offers, please remember, also build your list. Try to siphon as much of it as you can into your own sales funnel, put people and subscribers on your email list, because you never know what might happen tomorrow. And trust me, I say this from experience. I mean, I was banned from pretty much every platform, every ad network, and I even had a couple of personal Facebook account bans as a result of trying to run ads on Facebook. So these bans do happen, and no one is immune. So please build your list. Thank you for listening to The List Building Lifestyle. Get access to the previous episodes, transcript of today's show, as well as other exclusive content at listbuildinglifestyleshow.com. Also remember to claim your free copy of my best-selling book at www.igorsbook.com. It explains how I made millions with list building starting from scratch. Plus, I'll give you $3,000 worth of free bonuses, including my best landing page templates, email swipe files, and traffic blueprints. Go to www.igorsbook.com now to claim your free package.